96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 6 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Hearing is an important part of what we do. Listening is important too, and if you have a hard time hearing, it's very difficult to listen. Aaron Wesel is on the phone. He's the CEO of Century Hearing Aids. We're going to talk about that device and how it can help you hear better once again, or maybe for the first time ever. I guess everybody's got their own different story. If you're looking at the streaming video right now, I do have the logo of the Century Hearing Aids from their website, which is centuryhearingaids.com. Aaron Wesel, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Hello, how are you?
Good. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
Well, I'm in New Jersey. We just had a major storm yesterday, and we're digging out from under a foot of snow.
How much snow do you have?
We're on a foot, give or take.
That's unbelievable. I grew up on Long Island, and I don't ever remember that much snow at this time of year.
Yeah, it's weird, I know.
Yeah. So I went to your website. Is this very unusually priced? I mean, $399. I thought hearing aids were like in the thousands of dollars.
Yes, exactly. That's where we come in. I had a few family members that needed hearing aids, and when you have a few family members, sometimes genetic issue, and it runs up to over $10,000. We started looking into different ways and cheaper ways to get hearing aids. So we ended up hooking up with a manufacturer that actually does sell the same hearing aids, by audiologist for a few $1,000s. And he said, hey, we can sell it online. We'll cut out the middleman. We can make the whole thing a lot easier, a lot cheaper for everybody. The Congress just passed a law that encourages buying over-the-counter hearing aids. Let's get started. So we're doing this for 7 years already.
Wow. And how about you? Do you use hearing aids? Do you need them?
No, I don't need them myself.
You're okay? Okay, so this does not seem like a hard sell. Isn't this the one Tish uses? Robin? We're not sure. We're not sure. One of the ladies here uses hearing aids that she got offline, and I thought this was the brand. But so how do we need to? How do you do this? And help me understand this. Like with eyeglasses, you need a prescription. Do you need a prescription for hearing aids?
So there's two ways to do it. What most people do is they just buy one. We pre-program it for most people, and if it's, I would say 90% of the people. If you do want it more specialized, you could either go into an audiologist, get a hearing test, or you can even take a hearing test online. It's not very complicated. They just give you a few sounds, and they ask you, can you hear it? Can you not hear it? And then, then we know which range of hearing you need, and we program it accordingly.
Really? I wonder how many people do the test and didn't even think they had an issue.
Yeah. So actually, they say from the ages of 50 and up, a lot of people need hearing aids, and they just don't. It's not the issue is not so bad. They don't look into it. A lot of more people need hearing aids than you think they do.
A lot of people are worried about the way they look also.
Exactly. So we do have a in-the-ear hearing aid, one that totally hides in the ear. But believe it or not, it's not the most popular model because people find that it's hard to stick in the ear, and it's harder to handle. Your ear's going to get lost easier. People tend to like the over the ear better, even though you could see it more.
Yeah, well, it's not so bad to have it over the ear. I'd be afraid to be stuck in there. How would you get it out, the little one?
Yeah, you could get it has a little stick that you pull to get it out.
I see.
Sticking out at the end.
And how long do the batteries last in them?
Well, usually the battery, we send along usually a supply of batteries for a year. Batteries last for a week or 2 weeks usually. That's the standard in most hearing aids.
So how long has Century Hearing Aids been in business?
Between 7 and 8 years already.
So has technology changed anything in those 7 or 8 years?
So it has changed a little bit. Some manufacturers, they put in Bluetooth in the hearing aids and stuff. we tend to stick with just the basics. I don't want to confuse people. That's what I find. Once it has too many features, then it just gets more complicated. We constantly, of course, improve the technology and improve the software in the actual hearing aids, but the way it looks hasn't really changed over the years.
And are they self-adjusting? Because sometimes people are in someplace very, very noisy, and then they go, like for dinner, and then they'll go to a movie where it's very, very quiet.
Right, exactly. So it has like a little button on the back that you push. It have like 4 different preset settings for a quiet room, for a noisy room, and it also has a feature on it. It has a adaptive microphone, which means that while it's going to amplify all the sound around you, but it mostly amplifies the sound that's right in front of you. So let's say you're sitting by a wedding, and you want to hear the person that's sitting next to you, right? You don't want to hear the music as loud as the person that's sitting next to you. You want to hear the person sitting next to you louder.
Right.
So it has smart enough to adjust according to that.
And people of all ages sometimes seem to need hearing aids also.
Yeah. We haven't really dealt with kids, because with children it gets a little more complicated. Their hearing changes literally every few months. They fiddle around with it. They need a very strong, especially made hearing aid just for them. But anybody, we sell hearing aids from 20 years and up. We have many customers.
Aaron Wesel is our guest in snowy New Jersey. He's talking to us about hearing aids. He's with Century Hearing Aids, and the website is centuryhearingaids.com. On the website, it gives you instructions on sending. Is it an audiogram? Is that so? Is that so the doctors can determine what kind of hearing aid you need?
Yeah, because some people they go to the hearing doctor. They get an audiogram, which is like the document that says exactly what your hearing is holding in different ranges, and then the doctor's like, okay, do you want to buy a hearing aid from us? It's $3,000. You want to look around a little bit, so they come to us, they send them the hearing aid. We're like, sure, we could program a hearing aid for you for a few $100. Then we can have it by your door in 2 days. You can return it. If any issues, you return it 90 days, no problem.
And when people are very active in sports, like being an equestrian, something like that nature, are they able to wear them comfortably?
I could wear them comfortably, yeah. It fits very snugly into the ear. It has we send along a few different tubes and tips, so you could get it the snuggest fit. It screws in, so it's not going to stick in your ear. It's not going to stay there, when you want to take your hearing aid out. Right, but it's made out of a very good material that makes that it stays in very, very well. I would not recommend it when you're swimming, of course, but
right.
Yeah, right.
And they must be very low maintenance. I mean, you must have to do something special to clean them, but it isn't an elaborate process. Right.
Yeah. No, we say there's a few. We send along a few tubes. You can always buy more tubes. It's $2. It's not expensive. Every few months you should change the tube, because it does get full of wax, and hearing ear is dirty. It is a little bit dirty. There's wax that gets in, and other things that
So the hearing aids are, as we mentioned in the opening, so much more affordable than what I've ever heard of before. As you mentioned, they can be $10,000, but on your site, the popular one, it says, is $399. I see another one for $499. Either way, I mean, these are really affordable compared to what normally is charged for these things. How long can we expect them to last?
Most people that I know, they've had them for 5 years at least without any issues.
Wow.
Maybe once they had to send it in for repair, but we put a warranty, so it's not an issue.
And do people generally wear two, or do some people find they only need one?
So it's interesting. Yeah, some people they just don't want to try. They want to be able to have just the freedom in one ear. But a lot of people, they just want to have two, and they can hear perfectly. I think most people choose one, actually.
Well,
and then they change the two. Yeah.
And this is really a good service you're providing, especially with the Over-the-Counter Hearing Act. Yeah, it's actually interesting because Congress passed this law to make over-the-counter hearing aids more easy to get, and more, that people should encourage them more.
And the established hearing companies that charge a few $1,000, they're like fighting back. They want to still be able to charge a few $1,000, but they're like to keep the hearing aids more expensive, actually.
Wow.
I don't really understand.
For the listeners who want to improve their hearing or find a hearing aid that's affordable for somebody you care about, the website is centuryhearingaids.com. Aaron, any other website you want to recommend, or is that the best one?
That's the best one. We have people, answering, on standby. You could chat, you could call, they're there 24/7. If you have any issues, we're always there.
And
if you have any questions, yeah.
The website does have the 800 number. I will read it. Tell me if it's correct. It should be. It's on your site. 1-888-295-2944. Correct?
Yep, perfect.
All right. Well, stay warm up there. Don't be shoveling snow. Get a kid on the block to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet.